Welcome back to the Orlando Adventures podcast. I'm your host, Russ, and today we've got two extra special guests. These are two people that I've wanted to have on the podcast for such a long time at this point, and we have got Kim and Dan from Wizards and Walt. Podcast.
Hello. Thank you for having us.
Yeah,
it's been a while coming, but thank you.
My pleasure entirely. Thank you so much for taking the time out your evening to come and have a chat with myself about all things Orlando. Just to kick us off then, who are Wizards and Walt? Who are you both?
Oh, well, I'm Dan.
And I'm Kim.
And we're married couple from the West Midlands. And yeah, we just love going on holiday. We love going to Orlando. And wider, we're in California and Disney and theme parks and
anything America, really. Anything USA. It's just got us all over it.
Yeah, fantastic. And obviously, you put all of your travels or a lot of your travels on Instagram and YouTube.
Yeah, pretty much all of them. Yeah, pretty much all of them. We've done Orlando and Paris and California. We went to Port Ventura.
We did, yeah.
We did that as well. Yeah, so yeah, most of our travels, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic. What kind of made you start the Instagram and the YouTube then? Which one came first as well?
It was Instagram, wasn't it?
Instagram, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was May 2019 we started Instagram, and kind of like everyone else, we just didn't want to bombard our friends talking about business every second of the day.
Those that might not have been as interested, like it just gives them a bit of a breather from it, and it also means you got to like connect with like-minded people and make some good friends.
Yeah, we've made lifelong friends through Instagram and stuff. So
that's really
what it's all about. Yeah,
it's been great.
So, sorry, when did you start the YouTube then? If your Instagram was 2019,
so the YouTube was the next end of the summer 2020. So obviously during COVID times through lockdown and stuff. But we went to Disneyland Paris, didn't we? Was it September 2020?
Yeah.
When regulations allowed, and that was our first series.
Yeah,
that was our first YouTube series.
That was it.
Yeah. Did this kind of come off the back of like lockdown and sitting watching a lot of videos, a lot of vlogs?
Yeah, I mean, we always have done. We've always watched vlogs, and like we always had like we still watch them now, but back in the day it was always Mr. David, Mr. Ian, Eleanor Dreaming, Despicable 3.
Watch Guys, like, the usual,
that Florida guy. Yeah.
Yes.
We still we don't get time as much these days, but those like big hitters, we were like, I like their videos because it's just like home video style. Do you know what I mean? Rather than too much detail and stuff. It's just like, this is what we got up to. And I've always enjoyed that. And then we thought, well, we could do that. And it's been worthwhile because we actually watch them back.
Yeah, and it's nice as well, like sharing it with our friends and family. Like I'm obviously not from the West Midlands, so
they're quite far away, aren't they?
Yeah, so it's nice having the vlogs on YouTube, and then they can just see what we're getting up to and just treat it like a home, like you say, a home video style rather than too much. But we do try and make it informative as well, because we know people, that's what everyone likes to see. So but we never put too much pressure on it.
No, exactly that. To be fair, that's one thing that I can definitely say from me watching your vlogs, like that you do it so casually and so naturally, and then you drop information in as well, which I think like is one thing I've noticed, because trust me, I watch a lot of content, and I noticed that from your channel especially, that you definitely put information in there, not in like a boring this is information about the park, but like a natural way while you're going around the park talking about it. And it's one of the things I really love about it.
A lot of the time it's stuff we've learned on the fly while we're there, so we're learning it too sometimes as well, which is quite fun. But we try. Everyone does their research before they go on holiday, don't they? So
and like you say, it's like what we like to watch. I like to see the food menu. So if people, I appreciate showing the prices and showing the food boards, because that's what I like to look at. So yeah, we try and capture that, and even just using the apps and stuff.
How to use the apps and things.
A lot of stuff's mobile order these days with a lot of stuff, so it is nice just throwing that in, because we're going to do it anyway. We might as well.
Yeah,
just show
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So talking to kind of like vlogging in the parks, how do you actually find kind of picking up the camera in the parks then?
Well, you're much better than me.
Yeah, I don't mind it. Like we always made a decision at the start. We didn't want to have our faces too much on the camera. Do you know what I mean? We were just a lot more like walk and talk stuff.
The kind of POV a bit more, yeah.
Yeah, POV, so you can see what we're seeing rather than looking at us going, hey, look at that, and you can't actually see it.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's going to be POV sort of stuff, and it's fine. I think the main thing I'll get concerned about is being too intrusive when other people are around, because we are quite lucky, and we've been a few times where other people might be there on like their first trip, whatever. They don't need this camera, like, or a running commentary while we're on my ride sat next to them. Or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the only thing to watch out for. But other than that, it's everyone's got their phones out or the cameras out, so there's no sort of like self-conscious aspect to it.
Yeah.
Everyone's doing TikTok or Instagram or something in the parks, aren't they? So what's another camera in the mix? You just got to be careful not to be too intrusive with other people on rides and things.
It's easier in the parks, I would say, than it is, outside your hotel in the middle of iDrive.
The parks is no issue.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, like you said, if kind of like you walk into Disney and 50% of the people there have got their phone out taking a picture or a video or a camera or whatever else, it's more natural. Yeah. No, I appreciate that. So I suppose getting into Orlando, when did you both first go to Orlando then?
Oh, it was 2005 for me. So that
was your first time.
That was the first time. Yeah.
Nice.
It was the supposed once in a lifetime family trip. And we ended up just going back a few years later. So yeah, I got to see it when it was, all the original rides. Dueling Dragons was still Dueling Dragons at the time. Completely fell in love with it, but not much has changed either, and it still feels very familiar.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was 2005.
I didn't go till I think I was like 29. It was like 2014, 15, something like that was the first time I went. So I don't have the nostalgia of like going as a child.
Yeah.
So our first time I went was as an adult. But yeah, 2014, I think. Yeah, 2014. That's the first time since then. I mean, you went for the first time together.
Yeah.
2019.
2019.
Nice. Which is when we got married out there, didn't we? That trip.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Whereabouts did you get married out there?
Paradise Cove. It's just in Orlando, isn't it?
Yeah. It's near like Lake Vista and stuff. One of the lakes. Yeah.
We just went, just the two of us, with everyone's blessing, like whole family's blessing. The two of us went.
Oh wow! I bet that's special. Yeah. Oh, amazing.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah.
How many times have you been together now then? Like to Orlando total?
5
together. Yeah, 5.
Yeah.
Nice.
5, almost 6. So yeah.
6 soon. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah. Exciting. And so where do you normally stay then in terms of like resorts or hotels and stuff?
We've done a bit of everything, and we're happy to do a bit of everything. We've got no preference really. It all depends on what sort of trip we're doing, or if we've got car hire or something like that. So we've stayed on site at Disney. We've stayed at Universal. We love doing iDrive. We've even booked a villa for next year, haven't we? Which we've never done before. So we're really flexible. We just whatever suits the budget, whatever suits the plans.
Yeah.
So
we're not like have to stay on site every single trip or anything. We just kind of go with the flow, depending on what the trip's like. I think every time we stay on site, we then get the feeling
we're missing something.
We want to be on iDrive again. And all the restaurants.
I think again, like something that I've picked up from your YouTube is I think you definitely both like being in and around Orlando. I think that's probably fair to say. You certainly do stuff around Orlando, as not just staying in a resort. So, like, we're like kind of with that being said, is there any stuff you kind of like doing outside of the parks in particular?
Well, say this last trip that we just been on in April, we actually made more of an effort, didn't we, to do some real good things outside the parks. We went kayaking. With the manatees, that was good.
I think Crystal
River.
Yes.
Yeah. And we went to State Fair, didn't we? County Fair, sorry, with all the fried, you see all the fried foods and everything, the fried Twinkles and the fair
classic American stuff. Yeah,
oh, it was brilliant. Alligators and things were there.
That was like I've always wanted to do one, and then just by luck there was something close by. It was only like an hour's drive, and we were right in the proper American feeling with the gators.
Gators were there and all
pig
sorts.
Racing, piggy racing, fried food. It was just brilliant, and that was right up our street, wasn't it?
So we like to, especially lately, we like to try and do some different things outside the parks. Not enough in the parks to keep you interested, but it's always fun to try something else. One thing we haven't done the beaches yet, have we?
No.
We've not been to like a Clearwater or anywhere like that, so maybe we'll do that next year.
Yeah, there's just so much.
Yeah, that's it. And the thing is with Orlando, like it is a big place, and like I know we all get consumed a bit with the parks. Like the parks are amazing, like we know that, but like when you step out of the bubble a little bit, there is so much to do beyond.
I think there's a bit of pressure as well, because when you buy your park tickets, they're so expensive. I think there's the pressure to make yourself feel like you're getting every penny's worth, so it stops you from going and doing things outside of the parks. So, I mean, we're trying to like ignore that a little bit, and you don't have to spend every waking minute in the theme parks. There's plenty of other things to be going and doing.
Yeah.
And you still get your money's worth of your park tickets, and you still have a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, nice. So you mentioned that you were going to be staying in a villa on your next trip. So when is the next trip then?
Well, we've booked a villa for next year, but we've got a trip this year where we're staying at Dockside, Universal Dockside, Endless Summit Dockside.
Oh, awesome.
We've never stayed there before. We're going for a week, aren't we?
Yeah, this is the shortest trip we'll have ever taken in just 1 week.
1 week, but it's over the opening weekend of Horror Nights is when we'll be there. So we're staying on site Universal, no car. We've got flights with BA out there. Stay at Dockside for a week. We've got Horror Nights Rush of Fear tickets for the week, and we'll be at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party one night as well.
Yeah. So
fantastic. Have you done Horror Nights and Mickey's Not So Scary before?
Yes, we did Not So Scary on our wedding trip in 2019. So that was fantastic. We've not done it since then, so I'm really looking forward to that. And it's nice to have just a little dose of Disney. We weren't doing any Disney, but now we're just doing
just a little bit. We are we're just going for Horror Nights.
Yeah.
And normally we'd just buy one night Horror Nights and maybe get Express.
And smash it all out in one night.
And just do it all in one night. But we thought we'll take the time, spread it over a couple of days, buy the multiple night tickets.
See the shows. And
stay on site, make use of the shuttle buses, no need to hire a car. Just kind of take it all in.
So we've done Horror Nights a few times. We've done it in Hollywood as well, and we've always really enjoyed it. So it'd be nice we've always rushed it a little bit.
Yeah.
So it'd be nice to have a whole week of just take it a bit
really soak it in. Have you got any houses in particular that you're kind of really looking forward to? Sorry, this is me going off already. Like
no.
Insidious. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I haven't seen any of the ones previously. So
no, I've never done an Insidious house either, and I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. I really liked the last Ghostbusters house as well, so this one will be interesting. But definitely Insidious. Insidious is the one we're looking forward to.
I feel like I'm not getting my hopes up too high because last year was a bit of a it didn't feel as good, did it? Last year there was something off with last year's Horror Nights. It just did not feel. Again, we only went one night, so it could just be. It could have been a bad night.
Bad night. So, but there was just something not quite there last year, was there? So.
I think when you hype something up so much, like Last of Us, we were so hyped for Last of Us, it's your favorite video game, and so I'm trying not to get like too excited, but I am looking forward to Insidious. I think that'll be.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Insidious. That'll be the one.
Good house.
Yeah, nice. I've never done Horror Nights. I've had this conversation a few times, and like I it's one of those that I'll be honest with you. I reckon I think I've just been too scared. I mean, cards on the table. I mean, that's it.
Listen, I'm scared of everything. I am scared of everything. And
I have to go first.
Yeah, she goes first, and I'm holding onto the bag. I'm holding onto her bag at the back.
Jim's the shield.
Human shield. And I'm scared of everything. But and it is scary and like jumpy. It's jump scares, but it's not a threatening atmosphere at all. It's like a party, fun atmosphere. Even when you're in the houses, it's never feels like a threatening horror. It's always just a like boom, jump scare horror, you know. So it's manageable. But I mean, I scream. I scream my way around. It's awful.
Yeah.
But we
But
love
it does, yeah. It looks like such a laugh. That's the main thing. I like everyone I spoke to says it's always such a fun time.
Yeah,
and especially like if you can both kind of like not take yourselves too seriously. I mean, surely it's got to be one of those things. It's brilliant.
No, it is brilliant. I mean, they can't touch you either, which is the main thing. Isn't it? You can't touch you. It does lose a bit of its scariness in the houses because they send you through basically like a conga line. Yeah. So you don't really get any time alone, sort of thing. Mm-hmm. It's just a constant trail of people going through. It does lose a little bit there, but it is great fun. It's a lot of fun. So much. You hear as much laughing as you do screaming. Yeah. But most of the screaming is.
We always say, like, if it's your first time, go for one night. Get express. That way you can take as slow and as many breaks as you need to compose yourself.
We
love it. There's not very many safe spaces these days, is there?
They're everywhere.
Yeah, you used to be able to go into Diagon Alley and stuff, and you could take a breather. But they've even got the Death Eaters in Diagon Alley now. So
if you're in it, you're in it. Yeah.
But it's a lot of fun. It is addictive.
Nice.
Oh, it's definitely addictive because you think you're done, and then you see the next year comes along, and they'll announce a house you really want to see, and you're like, oh, we're gonna have to go back.
Gotta go and do it. Yeah.
Gotta go do it. So, definitely recommend.
Yeah, nice, cool. I've got a bit of a. This has been a kind of like a fun new feature for the past few weeks. We've been doing a feature called Keep, Update, or Close. Mm-hmm. So I gave you 3 options. I did this as a bit of an Islands of Adventure theme.
Yeah.
So the 3 rides which I gave Dan and Kim to choose to keep, update, or close was Hulk, Ripsaw Falls, and Kong.
Now,
who wants to go first then?
We haven't conferred on this at all, but I imagine we're going to say the same thing.
Will we?
This will be interesting. Who's going first then?
You go first.
So keep for me would be Hulk.
Yeah.
I'd leave it as it is.
Same.
Update would be Ripsaw Falls.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
And then close would be Kong.
Yeah,
I was shocked initially when I thought that, but
I really like Kong, but it just feels like they've got rid of the 3D thing now, haven't they?
Mm-hmm.
And doesn't go outside anymore either at the beginning, like through the big gate. It's kind of like, well, if you're not gonna like show the whole thing properly, just do something else.
It's lost such a big part. I just find it bizarre. I really do.
Scare actors that they used to have in the queue as well, like they're gone. Like it's just
it's such a strange one because it's not it's not even that old a ride. Was it 8 years old, something like that? Yeah. It seems crazy, but interesting. You've both gone for keeping Hulk. As it
love Hulk.
Do you know, since it's been it's had some new seats, so
it
some kind of
got retracted, didn't it? It got retracted
and I actually find it not as like painful as it used to be. So I wouldn't change it. I think it's a good roller coaster.
It looks fantastic when you see it.
It looks wicked.
With the water
at night as well. Stunning! What a stunning looking coaster.
And again, this could be a nostalgia thing, but I remember going to the park and, being younger, and the first thing you see is the Hulk, and your parents would say, this is right. Come on, we need to get you on a big roller coaster. That would be your first big roller coaster for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't actually change anything about it. I think the queue is brilliant. It's always pretty quick on single rider and everything.
Oh, we love single rider on that one, don't we?
Yeah.
Just straight on.
It doesn't need anything else. I think it's still really good. Yeah.
But update Ripsaw Falls because you love a log flume.
Yeah.
Just needs a new branding, I guess. Imagine if it was Minions and you were coming down on like bananas or something.
I agree though. Like it's a brilliant log flume. Like it's absolutely spot on, isn't it? It's one of the best out there. I'm certain. It is. But for me, the theme, I don't know if I'm like an age. I just don't really get the theming anymore. I feel like it's just dated a bit too much.
And I think it was very American, wasn't it?
At the time.
Dudley Do-Right. It never really made its way that I can remember.
No, there's a film, isn't there? There's an awful live action film. Is it Brendan Fraser who does it? And it's dreadful. But I don't feel like it would have resonated with people outside the US when it first was built, let alone now.
Yeah.
So I'd still ride it every single time, but if you were to retheme anything, it'd be that.
Yeah.
Nice. Would you just on that? Would you retheme the whole of Toon Lagoon?
Yeah, I would.
I probably would. Not sure what to though, but
yeah.
No, because when you think of how many things they've got going on over at Epic Universe, and they've got the DreamWorks land in Universal, I don't know what they would change it to, but yeah, I would. Yeah. I mean, I don't have the nostalgia for it because I never went as a kid, so there's not even that gripping me to it. It's just is what it is. I like all the fountains and things. It all looks nice. And, but yeah, I think the whole area would.
That could be good if they rethemed.
So I've got no ideas what to, but
no, I know what you mean. Like, to be fair, I get asked like those kind of questions all the time, and I'm like, I don't know. Like, no, I don't know.
Just need something, but we don't know what. Yeah,
yeah. And to be fair, like I think I saw on one of your videos in Iowa, you pointed out the like amphitheater that's in that place. It's massive. Yeah, it's such a massive space, and like, hopefully at some point they look to do so. But the problem is, I don't think they're going to do Toon Lagoon before like Lost Continent. No. Surely Lost Continent is a priority.
Yeah, like even like how the Zelda theme's been floating around for. I mean, I would love that.
Zelda theme, yeah.
Yeah, and don't they have Attack on Titan?
Right, I'm sure they do.
Japan or something. So anything more like high fantasy, like a level above Super Mario, that kind of thing. Would even be cool. And
Can you imagine Attack on Titan?
A good show, you could put a show in there.
Yeah. Oh, it'd be wicked. It'd be so cool. Cool. So I suppose talking of rides and parks, I've got like my 5 main questions that I always ask every guest on every episode. What is your favourite ride? Like for both of you?
Right. So mine is Velocicoaster, like all day long. I could ride that all day, every day.
Yeah.
I just think it's brilliant. I think it's especially good at night. When we went on it with the smoke and things, like I just think it's brilliant. But also a little shout out for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, because that ride is just joyous.
It's genius.
I can't believe it took them that long to give Mickey Mouse a ride, but
crazy.
It's completely joyous. Like if the pre-show, the queue, everything, the song, like it's just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So I'm going to say them two. Them two are my favorite.
Nice, good shout.
Yeah, I'd say the same. I think Velocicoaster, absolutely. But I love living with the land.
You do, don't you?
Yeah.
You do.
Nice.
I love the music in it. The panpipe bit near the end.
Yeah,
it's a banger.
I think it's really cool. But no, definitely Velocicoaster.
Velocicoaster is.
That's just something else. Yeah,
it's a special ride, isn't it? Something about it. I repeat myself a lot, but like that ride at night, honestly, for me is a different level. And like I think just having the lap bar as well. A bit like what we said, where Hulk's got like your over shoulder restraint, but with Velocicoaster being as fast and intense it is, but only having a lap bar, I think just kind of levels it up, doesn't it? Just
I prefer the lap bar because I mean I'm quite broad, so the shoulder restraints like they're just painful. So the lap bar, like I just prefer it. I would love to see that lap bar on more coasters.
Yeah, I think that's the way they.
So Mako has a lap bar.
Yeah. I'd say Mako is probably one of my favorites as well, but the theming's just not quite there compared to Velocicoaster. But I think Mako's a solid
Mako's great
coaster. Yeah, I could ride that.
Yeah, again, I like as a ride to look at as well. I love like driving an international drive and seeing it. And it looks wicked. It's so it's so big. It's so big, and that first drop, like it doesn't matter how many times you've been on it. It still gets you.
It's huge. It's still terrifying.
But it always makes me laugh every time. And I suppose going from favourite ride to favourite park then.
Oh, Epcot for me. Yeah.
Hollywood Studios. Studios, but I mean, if we're staying in Orlando, Hollywood Studios, but I think California Adventure in California is the perfect theme park for me. It's got everything. But Hollywood Studios, if we're staying in Orlando, Hollywood Studios, especially now it's all been expanded, and I think Toy Story Land's brilliant. Galaxy's Edge is amazing. Rise of Resistance, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. You've got the old favourites, Tower of Terror. You've got Fantasmic. If it just had a parade as well, it'd be perfect.
It's got a lot going for it. To be fair, they've done well with Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, I think only a few years ago it was like a half-day park.
I think it's certainly like it's gone like perfectly perfectly put as much as anything. Like it went from that half-day park and almost not having a lot going for it to then like obviously putting Star Wars in there was huge, but for Toy Story, for just everything they put in there has been a hit. I think it's fair to say.
It also, like, I think out of all the parks, looks the best at Christmas. The Christmas decorations at Hollywood Studios are the best at any of the theme parks. They're just stunning, absolutely stunning.
Yeah. What is it about Epcot for yourself, Kim? That
I think it's a nostalgia thing again. I think we're going back there, but I do wonder if they didn't have the food festivals, would it still be my favorite? It probably would.
Because every time we're there, there's a festival on. I know most of the year there's a festival on of some sort, isn't there, these days?
And there's just something about getting your festival passport and then going around the world.
Eating, drinking around the world.
I love the test track, and that's got so much nostalgia. And I just love that they're always creating something new. They're always doing something new with the park. It's never finished.
Yeah.
But
they love them construction walls in Epcot.
Yeah.
They certainly do.
Same with Honey, I Shrunk the Audience. That was like my favorite thing.
That was legendary. I
love that.
I remember that from years ago. Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, what a park. To be fair, and like I get same again. It's to be fair, they've added like the Moana bit, and but I think it's wicked. I mean,
we were dubious going in. We were like, what is this? We went in on this last trip, just it was great. We went back in
again, like at night time. It's a whole different.
Oh, I bet that's special. Yeah, it's just it's one of those, isn't it? That Epcot, like it's that relaxed park, isn't it? It's such a different feel and a different vibe from like a lot of the other parks. We a lot of us love things like Islands of Adventure because there's a lot of thrill rides and stuff, but Epcot is just a nice relaxed day, I think.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, and even the rides, all the different rides they've got as well,
variety,
and Mexico and Frozen rides, Maelstrom, and I just loved it. I always think it's been
ticks a lot of boxes. Yeah. You both Cosmic Rewind fans?
Yes, very much so. Very much so. I seem to sometimes I go on it and feel absolutely fine. And then I'll go on it again, and that's it. I'm done. I'm knocked out for a day. I feel really sick after. I know, I don't often suffer with motion sickness, but that ride, just every now and again, will just be like, no, you're done now. You're done.
I can usually go on it once, and then that's me for that day. I couldn't go back on it again, but I love it.
It is so good. Yeah, I know it's it's relatively simple, really, isn't it? It's just like a spinning coaster with the screens and things, but it is a lot of fun, and I love the soundtrack and that. And just great.
Yeah, exceptional ride. What would be your hidden gem then? Hidden gem or most underrated? Either
you can say Living with the Land again. Because I really love Living with the Land.
I think Dinosaur. I think Dinosaur is such a good coaster.
Yeah.
In Animal Kingdom, I think that's brilliant, and it's never got a queue. And I always get scared that
change it.
It's going to be my
last
trip at some point. I'm never going to get to go on Dinosaur again, but I think it's brilliant.
It is brilliant.
It's
a classic. Yeah, there's certainly a nostalgia there. There absolutely is. Yeah, 100%.
I would definitely mine is Race Through New York, Jimmy Fallon at Universal. I just think it's brilliant. Well, we both love it. I just think it's absolutely brilliant. I love the queue. Where they've got all the things, like the little memorabilia bits set up for the previous hosts of the Tonight Show and stuff.
Yeah.
And if you're there on a day when it is busy, it's not very often that ride's busy, but when it is, they sometimes have the entertainment on while you're queuing up and stuff as well.
The entertainment's good actually as well.
Yeah, and the ragtime girls and that. And the ride is just nuts. The safety briefing is genius, where he wraps the safety briefing. Yeah. And then the ride's just bonkers. It does help if you know some of the skits. If you know some of the bits and that,
otherwise a bit of it's lost on you. I mean, that's probably fair.
Yeah. But I just think it's just bonkers. It's just absolutely bonkers, and I just love it. It's a great if you go cool down for a bit because there's never any queue.
It makes you actually laugh.
Yeah, it's just funny. Yeah, it is just so funny. Yeah,
it makes you actually laugh.
And hashtags always kicking around afterwards and that, the pandas.
Yeah.
No, definitely Jimmy Fallon for me.
Nice. That's a good shout. To be fair, that's the first time anyone's
I will defend that ride to the death. I love it.
Yeah, nice. To be fair, if anyone ever talks down on it, I'll send them your way.
Send them my way.
What would be your most overrated ride then? This is always an interesting one.
You go first because I'm going to be
yours is very controversial. I think for me, probably the Peter Pan, Magic Kingdom, the rides like
Peter
that. I don't even have a nostalgia for that. So
I don't understand why those they're fine, but I don't understand why that queue is so big all the time.
Yeah, it's no height requirement, I think, on that ride.
I
think it's probably that. It's just that anyone and everyone goes on it, and obviously kids with family go on it, and obviously it's slow. And I think that's a shout. To be fair, like a few people have said it at this point. It's the queue times are mega, like 75 minutes constantly. 75. I think.
No way.
Yeah.
Dumbo, actually.
Oh, you hate Dumbo. You hate Dumbo, don't you? But you have such a weird hatred for the Dumbo.
I actually erased that out of my memory. That's how, because it's only got
they've got the two now, don't they, in Florida? But you're on about when we went in Paris.
Yeah, and you've got to wait for one ride finishing before.
Oh no!
You nearly an hour for it because I wanted to go on Dumbo. And you were just not happy.
You know, when you start timing, how long is this Dumbo actually in the sky? And you think, there's so many people in front of me. I've got about 10 Dumbo laps before I just can't deal.
Yeah, we don't talk about Dumbo.
Yeah.
Mine is, so when you say overrated, sorry, it's got to be something that everyone really loves. Yeah, it's got to be someone that
certainly there's got a bit of hype behind it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hagrid's wouldn't be in my top 10 rides in Orlando, put it that way. Hey, I'm gonna say Hagrid's. It would not be in my top 10 right, just because it is great. I really enjoy it, and it's great that it's a family coaster and everyone can ride it. That's why it's so popular.
Yeah.
But it's just it's fine. It's fine. Do you know what I mean? I don't get I feel like the layout is strange. I think the Hagrid animatronic halfway round, he should be at the end, not the unicorn or whatever it is. I think the queue is awful. Where you're in the tunnels for hours on end. It's just it's fine. It's great. It is good, but it'd be struggling to get in my top 10 Orlando rides.
I get the points. To be fair, I get them, and to a point, I do agree. And don't get me wrong, I'm a fan of the ride.
I like it, but I just it's not. And I see the appeal, the fact that everyone can ride it. Everyone can ride it.
Yeah,
two experiences, whether in the sidecar or the bike, but it's good. It's good.
I think to be fair and to back you up a little bit, if it wasn't a Harry Potter ride, I don't think the hype's as high for a start.
No.
Like you say, with regards to the queue line, there is a lot of nothing.
Yeah,
I think it's fair to say there's a lot of just you say, standing in kind of the cave with the tight cave walls.
The tunnel sort of things.
There is a lot of that. And I have said this before, but I personally don't rate the animatronics really in that ride.
No,
I don't think they're the best, considering that Universal have got some fantastic animatronics. I think of the Kong one, which obviously the scale of it is massive and it looks incredible. And then you've got that blast-ended Scroot thing next to Hagrid that's on a turntable.
Yeah,
I'm did you not have done something?
It's such a big ride. It looks like they've cheaped out a little on the animatronics. It never. I don't know. It just never. The actual ride itself is really fun, but when you actually look around, these animatronics are not great. And Hagrid should not be in the middle. He should be at the end. It's good, but like I say, we'll get in the top 10.
Nice. To be fair, I appreciate it. It's good. It's good to have different things being said and overrated as well. It's a good conversation. It's a good topic. Yeah.
We'll still be running the early entry to go out on Hagrid's, wouldn't we?
Just so I can moan about it afterwards.
But that's what it's all about.
Well, that's because one day we might run after early entry and ride in. I'll be you know what? I was wrong all this time. That's brilliant. That's what I'm hoping for. That's why we keep going on.
Yeah, nice. And my final question to wrap the podcast up is best thing to do outside of the theme parks.
Right, well, my favorite thing that we've done outside the theme parks, we went to a beer spa. Right, so obviously this is only for people that can drink, but there's an International Drive down by SeaWorld. We did vlog it. There's a place called My Beer Spa, and you pay a set price. They meet you at the door, sort of thing, and hand you your robes, and you go into your room, and there'll be a hot tub, like a wooden like hot tub with hop infused water. It's meant to be good for your skin, apparently. But there's also like, you go in there, you've got your hot tub, you've got a sauna.
Yeah, like an infrared
sauna thing.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and all this is all very nice. There's like a big TV, you can have your music on or whatever. It's really relaxed. But then there's beer pumps in there as well. And you just help yourself. You just help yourself drink beer while you're sat in this beer like hot tub. Like, it's just amazing. It's just, and that's down by SeaWorld, and that was just the best time.
Yeah,
what a unique experience as well.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like it, and the way they sort of like greet you at the door and everything, and it is a proper like spa experience.
Yeah,
but you've got like, you're literally sat in this wooden tub, and then there's like beer pumps like next to you, like taps. It's just brilliant. It's just something completely different to do if you've got an afternoon and you're not driving and things.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh, what a shout. That's spot on, to be fair, because I haven't heard of that.
No.
So I think, one, I need to go and check out your vlog that's got it in.
Yeah.
That's happening this evening. I need to go and find that one.
May 2022 that was, wasn't it? Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. I'll find it. Yeah, no, I've never heard of it. I mean, what an absolute shout. Yeah, wicked.
Yeah, something different. Yeah, I think as well, one of the best things is just, if you've got a car, especially, just search places on. I usually use Instagram for a lot of my like food and local stuff, and like the fair. But yeah, just going out and seeing a bit more of it. A lot of it's only like an hour's drive away. Downtown Orlando's got a lot of nice restaurants as well. But yeah, that's how we find a lot of this stuff, is just by looking on Instagram and seeing what we can find.
Venturing out a little bit.
Yeah. Nice. Oh, fantastic. Well, hopefully on your next trip you'll be doing a lot more venturing out into Orlando. We'll get to see it in the vlogs.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah. So we'll say we'll be there in August, or right at the end of August.
Yeah.
Horror Nights.
Yeah.
And we've got the kitchen acoustic brunch booked as well at Hard Rock Cafe. That's another thing we've always wanted to do. So we've got that booked. So that'll be something amazing for us.
Yeah.
Sunday brunch and some acoustic music. So always trying to find something. Yeah.
Oh, fabulous. No, fantastic. Well, obviously, like I said, we'll be looking forward to the vlogs on that trip.
Thank you.
I'll be here watching and supporting as much as possible.
Thank you.
No, I really do appreciate you both coming on and taking the time out of your evening to come and have a little chat with me.
Anytime.
Time up. So I really do appreciate it. Genuinely.
Anytime.
Thank you for having us. Appreciate it.
So this rounds up the episode with Dan and Kim from Wizards and Walt. I hope you've all enjoyed this episode as much as I enjoyed recording this episode with Dan and Kim. It's one of these episodes that I've had booked in for a long time, and I've wanted to speak to the two of them for such a long time at this point now. I love watching their YouTube videos. I really enjoy their Instagram as well. So please go and check out their social media channels. Once again, I hope you've enjoyed listening to this episode, and I will speak to you all in the next one.